Welcome to Tuesday Transformation Tidbits, a weekly inspiration podcast from Teardrops, liquid language of the heart, created to encourage, challenge, and equip you to become the best version of yourself. Each episode delivers a powerful, practical, kingdom-centered tidbit designed to energize your day and inspire lasting transformation. So whether you're navigating change, overcoming setbacks, or stepping into your next level, this Kingdom Chick is here every Tuesday to stir your faith, sharpen your focus, shift you into your next level. Let's grow, transform, and become all God has created us to be, one Tuesday tidbit at a time.
Good morning, and welcome to Tuesday Transformation Tidbits. It is your Kingdom Chick this morning, and I am so excited that you have decided to spend another Tuesday morning with me. Today, we're going to be talking about walking the alignment. Every step that we take, it has purpose on this morning. And I want us to recognize that every time you put your foot down to take a step, there is purpose in that step. So have you ever felt that you are so busy and doing what it is that you're doing, but then you begin to question, is it necessary to do or to move in the realm in which I'm moving in? On today, we're going to talk about, are the steps that you're taking, are they the alignment that the Father needs you to walk in? Or have we just been doing busy work? You know, the Martha Mary syndrome. Martha was doing a lot of busy work, a lot of things that she was doing. But the scripture talks about, but Mary desired the best thing or the good thing, and that was to sit at the feet of God so that the Lord would speak to her and give her directions so that she would walk in the alignment that the Father had designed. Are we doing busy work in what we're doing, but it's not necessary work in what we're doing? Are we moving in the direction that God has intended for us to do? We all have been at that place, and we all have done a whole bunch of stuff that we thought that we were doing that was necessary, but really wasn't walking the alignment that the Father had decided for us to do. That's a question that I want you to really look at in your mind as we go through today's Tuesday tidbits. So today we're going to be discovering a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully, we're going to talk about what it's meant to walk intentionally with every step is going to reflect the purpose that the Father, He really has in store for us. There is a purpose in what we're doing. And the funny part, or the part of the purpose that we have to understand, purpose comes in preparation. Purpose is not a destination that we're trying to reach. And it's funny because all weekend long, I've been speaking with some of my sisters, and we've been talking about purpose and the fulfillment of purpose and how purpose is how everyone is looking for purpose as a destination. But purpose is not the destination. It is the purpose. It is the preparation. It is the steps that we take to fulfill what the Father has designed for us. So this morning, I want you to grab your coffee. I want you to take a deep breath as we begin to go into today's Tuesday tidbits. So when we look at today's Tuesday pivot, we want to realize that we're pivoting from preparation into purpose. And what do I mean? As I said, purpose is not necessarily a place. It's not a destination. It's not some place that we're traveling to, but it's a process. And that process is really composed of the purpose that we fulfill for the Father. The scripture that we're going to be using for this entire series is that the steps of a good man, they are ordered by the Lord, and He's delighted in His way. So when your steps are ordered by the Father, there's a delightment, there's a happiness, there is a joy that you have because you're doing the will of the Father. And as you know, in 2026, our overall goal is just really executing, getting something done. I don't know what it is that you need to do while we're traveling in 2026, but what I want you to understand this morning that we're really at the turning point. Can you really look at it and realize that half of the year is already over? We're in the second half of the year. We have already pivoted to the place that the Father's just saying, if you did not get it done in the first half of the year, here it is, the second half. And I want you to get what I've called for you to do. I want you to get it done. It is the turning point of us being intentional. What are we intentional about? Being kingdom focused in our movement. What are we intentional about? We're intentional about doing what the Father has already entrusted in our hands to get done. We want to make sure that we execute what it is, the assignment that has been given to us in 2026. It is time to get it done. Somebody, can you say, I'm getting it done? I don't know how I'm getting it done, but I'm going to work this thing out that the Father has given me. And I have intentionality to execute it. Last week, when we were looking at it, we made a declaration last week. And last week we talked about I will move with intentions. And how many of you realized this week that you've been moving with intentions? You've been moving to do what the Father's called you to do. Some, our minds have switched. Some, our character has switched. Our disposition has switched. But what we are doing is moving with intention. So we have chosen that we're going to be intentions in our kingdom focus. Father, whatever movement that you call for me to have in 2026, I'm going to be intentional and I'm going to move with haste. I'm going to move with excitement. I'm going to move with joy. You have entrusted in something into my hands as my assignment for 2026. And I've made a declaration that I'm going to execute it and I'm going to get it done. See, when we look at it, we're discovering that God didn't prepare us just to stand still. I don't know about you, but He's not preparing me to stand still. He's preparing me to have movement, intentional movement. I'm moving to the next place. And then after that, He's going to grant me strength to move to the next place. So this week, what we're going to do, we're going to take some steps this week. When you're doing step aerobics, you got to constantly move to keep your heart rate up so that you can see a difference. When we're walking in with the Father, there is movement that is required of us. We've got to constantly move to keep up our momentum so that we can make a difference in doing what we want to do. One thing we have to do is fulfill our assignment in 2026. So when we're fulfilling our assignment in 2026, it's causing for us to take a step. How many of you this morning have decided, I'm just going to take a step? Somebody needs to just under their desk, in their bed, standing up, getting your clothes on, preparing for you to walk out the door. You just need to start stepping in place. And you need to start declaring, Father, I'm taking steps this morning. Wherever my step path is going to take me, those are the steps that I'm going to take this morning. So when we talk about really a tidbit that I want to drop with you, or a tidbit that I want to leave with you this morning, purpose isn't something that we just talk about. Purpose, as I've been saying all morning, is not a destination. It's something that you walk out one intentional step at a time. We got to walk this purpose thing out because it's all in the preparation that we do. So many people we're waiting for that big moment. When we hear the word purpose, we always think about there is a big moment that's going to happen, that I'm going to understand my purpose, that I'm going to walk in my purpose, that I'm going to fulfill my purpose, not realizing that as we're walking, God is preparing us to walk into the purpose. And the purpose is actually the preparation that we're going in. So what do I mean? But God's purpose, when we look at it, is it's being fulfilled every moment, step by step, through the faithful moments that we take. So every act of obedience, every conversation, every decision, every step is us fulfilling the purpose that the Father has called for us to do. Why? Because we have to be obedient. We got to have conversation with the Father. We've got to make decisions after we have that conversation with the Father. And then we have to act. Our action is our steps. All of this combines, fulfills purpose. Are you obedient? That's a question I got to ask myself. Do we constantly have conversation with the Father, with the things that we're doing? Are decisions that we're making, are there decisions from information that the Father has downloaded with us? So downloaded inside of us, so that the steps that we're taking these steps because we're well informed in the direction that the Father wants us to go to. Now, we may not have the total consumption or the picture of where the Father wants to take us, but we're making movement towards the purpose that He has designed for us. So when we begin to look at Him, one of the greatest mistakes that we make is believing that purpose only exists on a platform. Some of us, we think that purpose only exists on some type of platform, but your assignment isn't limited to a microphone. Your assignment isn't limited to working in your ministry. Your assignment isn't limited to the title that you hold. Your assignment is wherever God has placed you. We got to understand that wherever the Father has placed us, that's where our assignment is. Your assignment could be at home. Your assignment could be at work. Your assignment could be in your church. Your assignment is in your community. Your assignment is in your relationship. Purpose isn't just where you go. Purpose is how you live, wherever God has planted you. How are you living? Because wherever the Father has planted you, He has planted you there to fulfill your purpose. So in your home, there is an assignment for purpose. At your job, there is an assignment for purpose. At your church, there is an assignment where He has placed you at for purpose. In the community in which you live in, there is an assignment for you to fulfill purpose in that community. In your relationships, there is an assignment for you to fulfill purpose. Purpose isn't where we go. It isn't the destination. It's wherever the Father has planted you, because we're kingdom chicks and we're kingdom dudes. So wherever the Father has planted us, we've got to fulfill the purpose where we planted. You see, God orders our steps because every step has potential to fulfill purpose. Every step that we take, every place that we walk, it has a potential to fulfill the purpose that the Father has granted for our life. Some steps seems to be ordinary steps. Some steps seems to be some kind of conversation that seems to be small. Other steps are act of kindness that we do that seems to be unnoticed. But whatever step that you take, you're walking the assignment that the Father has called for you. Whatever it is, whether it's ordinary, whether it's small, whether it's unnoticed, all of those things work together in the melting pot, stirring those ingredients together to fulfill the potential purpose that the Father has for your life. But in God's kingdom, there's no wasted steps. So I don't want us to think that whatever we're doing, that we're wasting our time, we're wasting our steps. When we're walking in the obedience of the Father, none of that becomes a waste. We are walking according to the steps that the Father has designed for us, wherever He has prepared for us, wherever He has planted us. We've got to realize that the plant that the Father has us, it is, yes, a divine roadmap to where the Father wants us to go. How many of us, we utilize GPS? We don't utilize the paper maps anymore. Well, we shouldn't. We have got more refined. We utilize GPS. Every turn, every mile, every stoplight, every corner is a point in the roadmap in order for us to reach where we're trying to get, the destination. So every step that we take is part of God's roadmap in order for us to reach the purpose that He has ordained for our life. I'm going to give you 3 truths about walking the assignment on today. My first point is every step builds the journey. Every step you take is building the journey that you're on. And we are on a journey. You see, when we look at it, God really reveals the entire path of the journey that we take. That's not God, because if God gave us everything at one time, first of all, I don't know about you, but I would be overwhelmed. I would be so busy looking at everything he gave me until I wouldn't have that central focus to really be intentional about what the Father called me to do. He asks us really just to trust him. And that's why he says, trust in the Lord and don't lean to your own understanding, because our own understanding will run with something that it's not time for us to run with. But he says, you got to trust him. You got to trust him for the next steps. There's a reliance that we have to have on him. Just like we rely on that GPS to get us to our destination, every step that we take, the Father is building in the journey that we're calling life. So faith is built one action of obedience at a time. Gotta take one step at a time. I don't care who you are. You take one step at a time. And each step that we take is an act of obedience. My second point, every choice shapes your assignment. When we look at the choices that we make in life, every choice is shaping the assignment that the Father has called for us to do. Why? Because we're building the journey to reach the assigned destination that the Father has for us. So purpose isn't only really revealing the major decisions we take, but it's demonstrating the daily choices that we take. Our purpose has to do with our integrity. Purpose has to do with our fulfillment. Walking the assignment has to do with our compassion, our excitement, our place of excellence that we move in the Father. These are footsteps that we're actually taking, that we're actually moving in the journey, that we actually have to become intentional about the steps we take. My third thing is every opportunity that we have is ministry. We look at ministry as being on a platform. We look at ministry as often giving out to people, talking to people, giving them direction, minister. But ministry is everything we do. Remember, I said your assignment could be your home, your church, your relationship, your job. Whatever you do is part of the assignment, and every opportunity is ministry. Your assignment is not something that we can turn on and off. And I wish it was a switch that we can pop on and off, because sometimes with my assignment, I want to say that it's off today. I am on vacation from the assignment today, but our assignment is not something that we can turn on and off. Our assignment goes with us even when we're on vacation. Every action that we take is an opportunity for us to reflect the Father. Why? Because we're ambassadors of the Father. So every opportunity is a reflection of Christ. Everything we do, we reflect Christ. When a person comes from another land or another country, they are ambassadors of that country. So everything that they do as an ambassador reflects them back to the country that they came from. Every action that we take, every step that we move forward with as an ambassador of Christ, it reflects the Christ that lives on the inside of us. So some people may never enter into a church, but what they do is they look at the encounters that they have with your life as being an ambassador of Christ. We're called to represent the kingdom in everything that we do. We're walking this thing out. So on this week, I want us every morning when we get up, I'm going to give you a transformation challenge this week. Every morning when we get up, I want us to say, Lord, what do you want me, or who do you want me to encourage today? That's our assignment for today. Even before you move out your house, before you pick up your cell phone to do a text, to make a call, Lord, who do you want me to encourage today? What assignment has you placed in front of me today? And Father, help me to be intentional as I walk this thing up. Whatever assignment, whoever I'm supposed to encourage, help me to serve them in a place of excellence. Help me to speak grace unto them. Help me to lead them with integrity. Help me to have love without conditions on today. Help me to walk like someone who knows the steps that we're going to take and that our steps matter. So on this week, ask us, Lord, who do you want me to encourage today? God, what assignment have you placed in front of me today to fulfill? And God, help me to be intentional as I execute this day. Help me to serve whatever it is in a place of excellence. Father, I'm giving you all that I have in a status of excellence. Help me to speak with grace. Season my words that I may know how to give them an answer. Help me to lead with integrity. Help me to love unconditionally. And help me to walk like someone who knows that the steps that I'm taking is important. So that is our challenge for the week. Family, friends, kingdom chicks, kingdom dudes. I don't want you to underestimate the steps that you're going to take today, but I want you to focus on today and focus and being intentional in the things we do, because your focus is on tomorrow that you may not even reach. But on today, you have the opportunity to walk the assignment. You see, God isn't only interested in where you're going, but he's watching how you walk, how you take the steps. So we got to walk with purpose on today. We got to walk with faith on today. We got to walk in integrity on today. We got to walk the assignment, because every step that we take is surrendering to God. God, every step, God is saying every step that we take has purpose on today. We got purpose in the assignment. So you have to walk the assignment. And we got to remember, purpose isn't about the destination, but purpose is about the process. The process and how we reach and do what the Father is. So in your assignment on today, if you're going to church, if you're going to school, if you're going to the supermarket, if you're catching the bus, whatever you're doing on today, there is purpose. And God has planted you, whatever it is that you plan on executing today, for purpose. So will you take the step out and walk the assignment on today? I want us to realize that when we take a step, we're surrendering to what the Father has planted in our life for today. So until next Tuesday, family, I want us to keep getting it done. Every step, every choice, every opportunity is on assignment. Every step you take today, every choice you make today, and every opportunity that is presented you on today is part of your assignment. Next week, Kingdom Chicks and Kingdom Dudes, we're coming back and we're going to stay in our lane. I need you to tell somebody today, drop in that chat. I don't know about you, but next week when I come back to Tuesday Transformation Tidbits, my Kingdom Chick is going to tell me how to stay in my lane. I need you to stay in your lane. Don't let distractions derail your direction. Stay in your lane. Don't try to get in my lane, but stay in your lane. Because when you drive it and you're not staying in your own lane, you're crossing lanes back and forth. You're prohibiting someone else from reaching their destination. Family, kingdom friends, kingdom chicks, kingdom dudes, I am excited that you have come and you have spent time with me on today. But before I leave, I want to invite everybody to this Thursday. We're going to be having the transformation table. It is the beginning every third Thursday of the month. We're going to have the transformation table. I want you to go back and check my Facebook, Teardrops, Liquid Language of the Heart, and Patrice Thomas. And I'm advertising the transforming table. It's kingdom chicks that we're coming together with making kingdom influencing. And what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about who sits at your table. Not everyone should have access to your life. Not everyone is part of the assignment for you. But who permanently sits at your table? Who do you dine with? Who do you share a meal with? Who do you drink coffee with? Who do you have dessert with? Because when you begin to find people sitting at your table, I want to ask you, who's in your inner circle? Who's shaping what you think? Who's shaping the influence that you had? Who's shaping the decisions that you make it? Who's affecting your peace? Who's strengthening you? Who's weakening you? Some of this we're going to be talking at the table. Who's challenging you? So everything that the Father has called you to do, who are you engaging with? Who are you sharing with? Your dreams, your desires. Who is it you do? Because the people that are sitting at your table today are the people that are going to influence your future when you walk into your tomorrow. So on this week and the next 2 days, I want you to think about, who are the people that's sitting at your table? Who are you dining with? Because those are the people that's going to have the influence on your future. People that's going to have influence on the way that you walk tomorrow. People that's going to have influence with every step that you take. Come join me on Thursday at 7 o'clock by social media on the social platforms, YouTube and Facebook. And we're going to have real conversation, real accountability, and we're going to have real transformation that's going on at the transforming table. It's Kingdom Chicks. We're coming together and we have kingdom influence in this world. So in our kingdom influence that we have for the world, who's influencing us? Think about it on today. And meet me on this Thursday at 7 o'clock at the transforming table. Be amazing, my kingdom chicks and my kingdom dudes on today. Be amazing. Shalom.
Thank you for joining me for Tuesday. Transformation Tidbits. Remember, transformation doesn't happen by accident. It happens one intentional decision at a time. Until next Tuesday. Keep stirring your faith. Keep sharpening your focus. Keep shifting into your next level. This is Patrice Thomas, your kingdom chick from Teardrops, Liquid Language of the Heart, reminding you that your best self is still becoming. Be encouraged, be transformed, be all God created you to be. Most of all, be amazing today.